Hello and welcome everybody. I'm Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com and I've got this week's Pick a Card Weekly Tarot reading. Okay, so it's very simple. Just pick a number 1 to 5 now and I'll do a psychic tarot interpretation for you. Let's go to the board and if I can find it, there we go. All right, so we're going to draw these cards, and firstly, I like to close my eyes. So, pick a number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the first number that pops into your mind. Now, number 1, cutting back. There's a big pair of scissors here in my mind's eye. So some strings that need to be cut too, I see. This is normally connections going back to the past. Most often it's to do with other people that used to be in your life, but for some reason they're not, or you don't want them in your life now. There's a really old-fashioned car in front of me. It's like a 1940s Rolls Royce or something. And because it's so old, I'm thinking this is something ancestral, or maybe your family worked for somebody who was very wealthy back in the day. And then there's something about farm machinery as well. I can see, I've got no idea what that means. Maybe they were a wealthy farmer. I just don't know what it means. But anyway, basically this is all about cutting ties to the past, and it's so you can move on. The fact that it's somebody wealthy, that's raising a question in my mind as to whether you feel or not that you're less than if you come from a poor family, as I do, in fact. So it's been a thing I've had to work on during my life, and it's still come up the other day. I couldn't believe it come up again. I could tell you a very long but strange story that happened to me last week. And at the bottom of it was not feeling worthy. I didn't feel I was worthy to fit into somebody's shoes. And what happened was somebody who ran casinos stepped into those shoes and bought that business. And I just was like absolutely shocked. But the card that comes up is the 4 of Swords. Obviously, there's a lot here about being tired or feeling exhausted, because there's so much that goes on in the ether. Not only is there a lot in the world that we have to deal with, but there's so much going on, in spirit. So yes, it is exhausting sometimes, and you may need to retire to your quarters. So there's Jupiter. Somebody's just turned up. Of course, they only come when I do videos. That's how I know. If I want someone to come here, I'll do a video and they'll come while I'm doing the video. Anyway, so retire to your quarters, get some rest, and think about, while you're doing that, think about your own concepts of deservability and worthiness. You, in reality, just for being human, you are worthwhile, okay? Just on that point. Number two, what do I see? I wanted to say the word strange. It's strange, but I don't know why it's strange. I'm seeing sort of steampunk type themed machinery here. I don't know. Yeah, it's about 1900s. I don't know what year. 1943. There you go. 1943. That's sort of post-steampunk, if you like. A lot of mechanical things, but it seems to have something to do with medicine. So this is about healing, but it's a very old-fashioned type of healing. Let's see what comes up. Oh, right. Yeah, I think it's like good common sense advice, like, go out in the sun, maybe, have some time to yourself, go on a retreat if you possibly can, eat good food. This is interesting. I'm going to take that one, is more impactful to me. It's the Star. Okay, so if you can have some time out and recuperate, or maybe go on a holiday or a retreat, that would be very positive for you. The star, I haven't had this card for ages actually. It is reminiscent of someone quite young and all of that potential that they have, you know, so it doesn't matter how old you are, you still have potential, so you can still make things happen regardless of your age, okay? This is often associated with enlightenment or inspiration, finding your own inner light, sending your messages out into the universe for the universe to hear you. You'll see she's seated on the shoreline here and the ocean is just there and she's tipping more water into the ocean. But that's basically the subconscious, and seated on the shoreline is like being practical but being in touch with the subconscious at the same time. So send your messages out into the universe and spirit will hear you. It's a major arcana card, so fairly important. And I also get the word independent, okay? So being liberated, being free, and being independent. Okay, number 3, card number 3, what do I see? Oh, it's all changing really quickly. It started off, yeah, it's like going down into your body. There's a ladder here and I'm going down, down, down. And then I thought it was a gallows, like somebody being hung, which wasn't very nice. But it's tied very much to the past. Would be interesting to know in your family tree if anybody was hung. What a ghastly way to die. And maybe it's a past life too. But be cautious with your neck. Maybe do a meditation and see if there's anything, old energies that are attached to your own neck. Let me know that in the comments. I'd be interested to know. The card that comes out, oh, it's number 3, it's mine. Yeah, so definitely for me that is true. I just realised that. Yeah, so I have been hung in a past life. Yeah, it was kind of shocking. I saw that when I was about 23, 24 years old. It was kind of shocking. No, it was definitely shocking. It took me about 3 years to get over it. The card that comes up for this week is the 10 of Pentacles. This is great for finances, investments. It's also great, anything to do with real estate. Often it is associated or connected to buying and selling real estate, getting your house ready for market and that sort of thing. However, I also feel in this particular card, it is just about organising your house, making your house more saleable, even if you don't intend to sell immediately, okay? About, I guess, having a better life, but at least, at the very least, this card is about success, okay? So success is coming, and that could be reflected in some monetary value. She's dressed in gold as well. This is the solar plexus area, and it's about achieving success, getting there, okay? Well done you, congratulations, number 3. Number 4, what do I see for number 4? Okay, a sword. That's definitely about your thinking, and then it turns into like a hammer hitting something. So hitting the nail on the head, being really right, dead right about something that you've been thinking about. You're definitely on the track. Okay, I'll take that one. The Page of Cups, your emotions and news coming from your subconscious. You'll see the fish in the cup here. So it's all about some insight coming up and the pieces of the jigsaw sort of fitting together. Maybe you didn't quite understand something before, but it's like with maturity and experience, you're starting to understand. This card in itself is often associated with youth, you know, somebody younger, maybe, you know, you have a young, like a teenager or somebody in their early 20s, and they're experimenting with their feelings and they're just starting to understand and put their own pieces of the jigsaw together. It's also sometimes associated with a new beginning, a birth, or an opportunity. Number 4, okay. Often I think, because of all of the blue in that card, I often think it's to do with communications and messaging. And again, the throat, as I was saying before, back in number 3, I was saying about things to do with the throat. Well, that can obviously mean communication. And for number 4 as well, because this colour blue is the colour of the throat chakra. So if you have a thyroid issue, for example, there's a lot of work and you need medical attention, like if it has been diagnosed. There's no getting around it, I'm afraid. I've tried everything. I've got hypothyroidism myself. So that blue, though, it is good to wear that blue, okay? And to imagine your throat and put a small sun in your thyroid gland. So imagine that you've got the sun burning and radiating out lots of energy into your thyroid gland, because your subconscious listens to that and it takes everything quite literally, and it will feel new energy coming up. Number 5, this card's just popped out, but I haven't had vision, but I'll close my eyes now. What to see? I'm just seeing the picture, but is there anything else I can see? I'm seeing Sydney Opera House. So people of Australia, this is for particularly, there's a sense of, and again, I was born in Sydney, so it's probably about me, but for everybody, you might be having flashbacks of where you grew up, flashbacks of where you were born. And then I'm seeing this sort of going down the drain, like the past is being washed away. Anybody here from Mona Vale or have connections from Mona Vale, New South Wales? I just see Mona Vale written in front of me. That's definitely not me. I have no connections with Mona Vale. I don't think I've ever been there. And I've been all over Sydney, having grown up there, but no, I've never been to Mona Vale, I don't think. And so if you are from Mona Vale, got Mona Vale connections, then this is particularly for you. The Knight of Cups, very much in touch with the subconscious, and again, it's all about the feelings. And this is often like a confident young person, and they've got a starfish here in their hand, and it's like a new beginning. There's some sort of invitation perhaps coming to you, maybe from a young person or a younger energy than you. And it would be a great idea to accept that invitation if you possibly can. It could be some sort of social invitation, of course. See here, there's the alcohol here. But it's good to go and explore your feelings and have some fun, okay? And it may make you feel rejuvenated, or perhaps, you just might feel more vital or more younger if you can get out and about. All right, so that's the cards this week. No major arcana, which is rather unusual. We do have, there's the star. One major arcana, which is more usual, just normal. And then we have swords, pentacles, cups and cups. So by and large, a normal sort of week where a lot of people are feeling their feelings. We had, I think in Facebook, we had 2 queens. Here we have a page, and here we have a knight. So maybe not as impactful, but basically, swords, pentacles, cups. Yeah, it's basically about your feelings this week for many people. Number 1, please be careful that you don't overdo things and try and get some rest. Alrighty, that's all. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this is useful for you today. Have a wonderful week, everyone. And happy birthday to all Librans. Libran season is around the corner now. And it's only another week. It's today, actually, it starts. And then we'll be into Libran season. So well done, Librans. Happy birthday to all. Okay, I'll see you all again soon. Thanks and bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website absolutesoulsecrets.com for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.